Oh, hey everybody, welcome. It's Tuesday, my dudes. Thank you for the Nice comment, Janemba Freak, and thank you, everybody else for joining. Sorry, I'm just very slightly late. I built Alex the cabinet from IKEA today. It was a world record speed run. You can find details on my Twitter account. And then when I came home, I was like, brother, I need some stew. So I ate stew very quickly. And here I am. What were your drawer splits? Excuse me, sir. I've told you many times to stop talking about my bowel movements on stream. Stop talking about my drawer splits, okay? I gotta find my freaking, oh, there it is. We're gonna open with Tetris today, but we're not gonna play 3 hours of Tetris, I promise you that. I also want to fit in, it's gonna be a little casual pre-Unity stream. We're probably gonna play a little Apex, especially if I can get any of the Team Unity boys to join me. And maybe something else, I don't know, we'll see. But to be honest, I have no freaking idea what on earth we're gonna do on Unity. I'll tell you right out of the gate that the consensus wisdom right now is that we might end up playing 1 week of Fortnite 2.0. I know, it seems crazy to believe that this could have possibly happened. Dan has been worm-tonguing in our ears, going, hey, it's filled with 6-year-olds who play on the controller. The wins are so easy. And I think the Siren song is, it's pulling some people in. But we got a minority government in Team Unity right now. I hold part of the balance of power. And I said to Daniel, I will concede to play 1 week of Fortnite, but I offered up another suggestion. I said, it's contingent on us having something else to play next week or 2 weeks from now that I'm not spoiling, but we got it in the hopper. Let me put it that way. It is not Verdi. That is just madness. Anyway, we're going to start with some Tetris. If I could get my Switch to turn on. It's coming. You just got to give it a minute. Sometimes you have to give it a minute. No, thank you for asking. Hello, by the way. But I have not gotten to 99 wins. In fact, I think I'm at like 63 wins. Like, to be honest, the Tetris 99 community has been very difficult. The community has gotten stronger over the past couple of, I would say the past 5 or 6 days, the community has gotten nuts. Why'd you call? Oh, no. Oh, there's an event starting. Okay, the event is not started. But it will be starting. I don't want to play when the event's on. So we have 64 wins. So we're still making progress. We definitely do not have 3 wins in a row, but 64 wins, pretty good. Getting there. It is a Luigi event. It's a Luigi's Mansion event, which means I'm hoping we get a sick banger. Alright, let's start with a little warm-up here on the classical theme. I gotta tell you, no longer do I anticipate getting at least a win per hour. I would say I get about a win every 100 minutes. This early? It's a little bit early to be hitting someone with sauce. That's all. I'm not upset about it, and I did screw up my own well. So, like, there's no nobody to blame but myself for that. But, like, it's a little early to be sending any garbage at all, is all I'm trying to throw out here. Not trying to ruffle any feathers. Honestly, speed feels pretty good right now. We got, okay. Please get over. Please and thank you. It's not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. Yay, classic theme. You'll see why it's the classic theme in about a month when my YouTube videos actually catch up to, you know, temporal reality. Let's just say, I'm a little sick of the school theme. Well, where's Austin when you need him? Hate that. This is just, yeah, like, okay, so I wouldn't recommend this curse structure, so we're gonna break it down. I want to see y'all on your baddest behavior. Don't have me break this down for nothing. Like, honestly, could have been worse, but also not my finest performance. Or is it my finest performance? I don't know. It's not really... We can't really decide. Can you... I just need a piece that actually has some merit. Can I get a meritus piece, please? You're hitting me with... I don't know what I've done here. I've created a monster. And it... I keep playing the same level of badness, and yet my tower doesn't improve itself. I don't understand how could this possibly be the case? Doesn't make any sense. We'd rather do it like that. There we go. Now we actually have a path. We just need a long piece. Which surely... No, we don't even need it there. We don't need it there. We can use it here. Yeah, we... Oh, nobody gets to insult Dan but me, okay? Don't say Dan Giesling strats. It's rude. It's downright ignorant. Only I can say that's a Dan Giesling strat right there. Dan knows I'm not out to tear him down. I'm there to build him up, Buttercup baby. Just to let him down. Perhaps even mess him around. I'm willing to go for this. It's due to a misdrop earlier. No. It's not necessarily terrible. I told you it was not necessarily terrible. It was not good though. Where are we at here? Okay, well, here's the thing. If you're gonna bring heat to me, if you're gonna bring heat to my channel with this incredible level of disrespect, I can't stop ya. All I can say is there's an expression you might want to consider. It's very simple. It's an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And you could have prevented this. But instead, you were in for a penny. I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Just let me out. Like that part of Cherub Rock where... I was gonna call him Billy Elliot. There we go. Billy Corgan goes, you know, yeah, let me out. You know the one. You don't need me to tell you about the Smashing Pumpkins. You know, you lived through 1994. I mean, some of you lived through 1994. If you didn't, it's not really your fault. You know, you don't control your own conception. Yet. Okay, 17th. Let's send him. I had a feeling wouldn't be suffering too much on that one. We got one attacker. We have 0 attackers. Not an issue. At the present moment, not a problem. We have many attackers. We have 2 attackers. This is our moment. At least send them something. You gotta get them off your back temporarily. I don't want to let myself get, you know, too excited over nothing here. This is a pretty good game 1. Okay, we need to build forehead. Good practice for later tonight. Could use a little bit of luck still. Like, for example, a kill that maybe we don't deserve, but was ready and apparent to us right there. Ah, somebody else got it. I saw it. Okay, you gotta actually build some momentum. The radio silence. What am I doing? Hit him with the radio silence, dude. Stop making so many lines. I said, badge lore? Okay, if it won't go, it won't go. That's a very positive interaction for us there. Definitely need a long piece. Big slugs, brother. Wake up, wake up, wake up, get up, yeah. It's the first win of the month. Not really, it's like the 3rd win of the month, but still. All right. Pretty good. All you gotta do, if you wanna skip your Tetris 99 warm-up, it's very simple. Just spend 100 minutes warming your brain up by building an IKEA cabinet. Once the IKEA cabinet is done, nothing can stop you. Here we go. Thank you, Alex, for allowing us to defeat a Super Saiyan. All right, that you could not have asked for a better start, obviously. That felt great. Don't get too excited for a triple. 2 in a row is something I've only done 2 or 3 times in my entire Tetris existence. So just winning 1 is awesome. Winning 1 in your first game is awesomer. 2 in a row is like a once a month sort of thing. 3 in a row is a once a lifetime. So don't get too attached just yet is all I'm saying to you. But that game, it felt good. It felt good. Alright, but let's, you know, it's probably better psychologically if we just don't think about the fact that we... Oh, no! It's okay. It's still okay. I would prefer not to compromise on this one. So we're just gonna stay on KOs and accept the advantage of the garbage engine. This is way better for us than using the long piece there. This is way better than using the other piece there. We do have a long coming. No jokes about what I just said, please. I don't know. I think maybe we got enough attackers to be like, get off my plane. I don't know if that's going to send anybody, but, you know, we should be content that we dealt with a relative deluge of garbage early. The kind that if you're not paying attention or you misplace one piece can definitely throw you for a loop. 2 attackers. Okay. That's enough for me to start, you know, building my own sort of exit strategy on this one, I think. Feels good. I feel pretty warm, honestly. That's a spice. Somebody is going to be very unhappy with the spice they just got handed. You can't always be in control of how things are going in your Tetris 99 game. Like, you don't... There's things you don't have control over, I guess is what I mean to say. You don't have control over who attacks you, you know? You don't have control over the exact order that pieces are going to come. All you can do is play the cards you're dealt. You know, I think we've had a bit of a... Not a rough start, but the parameters of this run have not been very favorable for us so far. It's up to us to do what we can to turn that around. I understand your concerns in looking at this, and you're just going to have to trust me on this one. Okay. It's just one angry attacker. I'm not sweating it. I ain't losing sleep over this. Okay, I'm starting to entertain the idea that some sleep may be lost. Not on the garbage hole, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that was the aggression. Many people will probably argue we shouldn't have plugged that with an L hole. Those people live, in my opinion, in a simplified world where the right answer is always easy. You know what we call that world? Fantasyland. That's what we call that world. We live in a world, an end of society, that interfaces with reality, is not afraid of the coulda, woulda, shoulda, but only when applicable. Ah! Orange? Can I have an orange piece, please? Very, very rude. Uncalled for. Unacceptable. And yet here we are, persevering. Much hotter game than our last one. Yeah, I hate that. It's okay. No, I screwed it. It's not totally screwed yet. I lived my whole life waiting for one sip of rare air. You better be careful when you give it to me. I don't like going back. You can live with this. It's just the slightest garbage plug. You can still live with that too. You just have to do it like this. Like this. Oh, that's a real issue. Yeah, that was deserved. Many bad pieces placed there at the end. We were under aggression for the whole thing, though. That was hard. This is exactly how I go. It's not my intention to do the event in Apex. Just because, I mean, what even is the event? It's, isn't it like PvE? Like solo Left 4 Dead style strategies? You become zombies after you... I'm not about that. I'm about the pure thrill of the kill, you know? I'm not a... You know my philosophy on game development. Once you hit gold, stop drilling. You know? You accomplished what so many developers don't ever get to. Don't mess with it. It might sound ignorant to some people, but yeah, never ever update your games. That's my words of wisdom for all aspiring game developers out there. Once you got something that works, ride it forever. Now, I gotta tell you, I think we pretty much just screwed ourselves drastically. But that's one of my favorite ways to play Tetris, is to just be bad. And it's the way Dad did it. It's the way America does it. It's worked out pretty well so far. I'm telling you, I think there's a little bit of merit to the idea that you should sometimes build badly to open up a different section of your brain that doesn't always get accessed. The section of your brain that determines whether or not you actually truly want to live, or if you're okay accepting, you know, your fate. It's not always gonna work, especially if you do that, but in some situations... Yeah, actually, that's a good point. 51 KO game was a pretend you're bad strategy that worked out. It's like accessing the adrenaline. Like, you ever watch like competitive power lifters? Before they step up to the squat rack, they take like ammonia and run it under their nose, and then they go, "Ah! Ah!" And you know that. I mean, it's absolutely not natty. No, there is. I mean, some of them are natty, but not the ones that are setting records. How do they go again? I can't do it anymore. I'm worried it'll throw my voice out. I got a long stream today. I can't afford to be flippant. When are you going to use DNP for your cut? I'm just going to level with you. I do not watch the Joe Rogan Experience. I have no idea what that acronym means. I'm going to assume it's dextronitrophosphate or something like that. Is that it? It's a chemical in dynamite? Yeah, well, you know what? That doesn't mean anything. Look, I don't like the Subway Corporation, but it's the yoga mat thing all over again, right? They got the yoga mat bread. No, there's a chemical in the bread that is also in yoga mats. You know, there's also a chemical in cyanide that's also, you know, consumed by billions of humans every day. It's called H2O. Maybe you've heard of it. I won't stand for scientific illiteracy on my stream. What I will stand for is thinking that having a bachelor's degree in biology makes you scientifically literate. That's my level of standing. How does that sound? Can you give us a TLDR for the whole Subway versus Ryan discussion? I mean, I can, I suppose. CBC Canada, well, not CBC Canada, it's the CBC, did an independent nutritional analysis of fast food chicken restaurants. Found that Subway's chicken was actually less than 50% chicken and was 54% soy, something along those lines. Now, I don't care about the soy content at all, but Subway then sued the CBC and said that the study was done recklessly. Now, I do want to be clear, if in the court proceedings it comes out that the CBC did actually behave recklessly, I will be happy to willingly support the Subway Corporation again. However, at first blush, it reeks of using the court system to shut down independent analysis like that. And moreover, because of the fact that the CBC is a Canadian taxpayer-funded media corporation, it's a slight on me as well. So that's my beef with the Subway Corporation at present. Again, I can't. I am one of the very few Subway fans on planet Earth. Come to realize they don't actually have a lot of people who actually enjoy their food. I'm one of them for whatever reason. I just, you know, man's gotta stand up for his principles now and then. And dude, honestly, I still like the chicken. The problem for me has never been the nutritional content, nor even the fact that it might be misrepresented. The problem for me has always been that, you know, less than a month after the study came out, the company was like, we're gonna sue your ass. So that's my 2 cents on that prickly subject. Just go to a dang deli instead. This might surprise you. I live on the West Coast. Deli culture does not exist here. Hold on, I gotta focus for a brief moment. I want to see some people get wiped here. I'm willing to make a big send to make it happen. I see somebody struggling. I'm not ready. I'm ready. Still ready. Keep that open. We got an orange piece ready to go. We got a long piece. It's strictly better. I have a sincere badge lord on me. He is now off of me. And radio silence. Give me those. Give me those. It'll work. We do need a long piece. You know what? I'll live with that. Orange, please. Thank you. I can live with this. I can live with this even. Has to be done. Hate it. Oh, that was a tight one. I was in a worse position, but definitely could have placed a little different there at the end, too. It was a pretty good game, though, all things considered. When you see the cubes, it's a problem. Can't be mad about it, too. The other thing, I gotta be honest, I'm not really a necessarily big fan of deli culture to begin with as well, to be honest. Ever since I watched Spider-Man Homecoming, and then Peter Parker goes into a deli in Queens, and he goes, "Hey, give me a turkey sub," and the guy pulls out like a crappy baguette and some cold cuts, and then they go, Best sandwich in New York. And then, you know, Donald Glover goes, "I don't know, Pedro's on 73rd is pretty good." And they go, "Yeah, but I don't like the spicy mustard." I'm like, brother, maybe I'm missing something. I mean, I didn't eat the sandwich. The sandwich was a prop, I'll admit, but it didn't look very good. I gotta tell you, there's a whole mystique to New York that I'm calling into question. There's a, in my opinion, I'm not saying it's not a great city. Just saying a lot of New Yorkers, I think they talk it up a lot, which you can't really blame them for. You know, it's nice to have civic pride, but I told you my experience in New York for Champions of Fire was it was a great time. Don't get me wrong. However, also, the number one thing that I remember about it is all New Yorkers, absolutely under penalty of death, refusing to use any form of mapping service, Google, MapQuest, Apple Maps, whatever, in favor of instead just having the same arguments over and over about the fastest route to take to get to a destination. Hey, no, you don't go into Alphabet City. Are you insane? There's the construction on Market Street right now. What you gotta do, you gotta go up to 33rd, and then there's an old drainage tunnel that they haven't checked for years. You just slide through that, you pop out on the other side, you're at Marco's Deli. Best sandwiches in the city. They all seem to have just an unbelievable fetish for not ever looking at mapping for their city, which would be fine were it not for the fact that we got lost as a result of that bravado a couple of times. How does he know that? Because I was there! I was there at the first Cannes show in Cologne. I mean, like, I've lived in Vancouver for 7 years now. Whenever people are like, "Hey, how do I get to this place?" I'm like, I don't know. Buy a phone. They're good. They ironed out all the kinks, I promise. There has never been a better time to get on board with the new phenomenon known as cellular telephony. Something what? You don't have phones? Ryan, the streets are numbered. How did you get lost? See? This classic New York bravado. We got lost because some New Yorkers said, "Don't worry. Don't even bother looking it up. I know how to get there." If I had just looked it up, wouldn't have gotten lost. That's what it's there for in the first place. See, it's all steeped in this needless bravado that using a map is a sign of weakness. It's the whole city is caught in like 1980s stand-up comedy that like men will never ever use a map for directions. Don't be a fool. Hold on, this is an important moment, and I don't want to say anything I'll regret. Yep. Help me. Alright, you son of a bitch. It's actually still really bad. Going up. Alrighty. The time has come. You're all gonna fucking pay. You're all gonna pay. Don't. You gotta. Okay, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. You gotta make a choice. Let me place. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No. I don't wanna see these. Yikes. This is cursed. Let me out, please. I'm done. That's the doneness. Yeah, we were in the heat for too long. We had to make so many difficult decisions. It's like, do you want to plug the garbage hole, or do you want to not plug the garbage hole and maybe die instantaneously? It's tough. The pieces were a little bit messed up. We got a lot of squares, I'll admit. Once you get yourself in the heat, you got to get out of the heat soon. Like, you can't hang out in the heat for too long, otherwise you will be buried. It's like Jon Snow at the end of season 6 of Game of Thrones. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. It is not a sign of stupidity to use a map, New Yorkers. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? What it is, it's a sign of intelligence to use a map when you don't know where you're going. It's a sign of stupidity to get lost because you're stubborn. I already know what you're gonna say. Well, don't get lost. Okay, well, that wasn't my experience in the city, but sure. If you never get lost, no worries. You do you. Go ahead. No, this is not really Rob. Whoa, no. It's not really meant as an insult to anyone to begin with. It's just it's a unique aspect of New York culture that New Yorkers don't talk about. I'm here to enlighten the masses. I consider myself something of a dark tourist. We don't, and it's if anything, it's mostly just interesting because we don't have that aspect of our culture in Vancouver. Like, there is, at least not with any Vancouverites I've ever met, have we ever had like an argument over the fastest way to get someplace. Like, sometimes you'll get into a taxi, and they'll be like, you know, hey, which way do you want me to take? You want me to take Broadway or East First? And then you go, I don't know, dude, you're the taxi driver. And they go, you know what? You're absolutely correct. I am the taxi driver. Also known as Joker, 2019. You clearly never fought with anybody from the North Shore over what bridge to take. That's fair. That's why I said Vancouver and not North Vancouver, which is a separate city, a municipality. Two very, very different cultures. Over there, they're like, we don't like buses. Over here, we're like, we like buses. It's a whole thing. It's like, it's a very Ross and Rachel sort of relationship. No. Hey, I'm driving in Vancouver here. Another classic thing we say to each other now and then. I gotta say, I know we're not done the Tetris section yet. These have been some pretty strong Teddy performances. Like, uniformly, I'm pretty pleased with the way the runs have gone today, for sure. Stop asking me to show you my teddies. I'm showing my teddies to you right now. I find your comments vile and yet hilarious. Nobody's... Oh, he's about to go. Please! Please, I want... Ah! It's not that bad of a misplay. I mean, it's obviously not where you want it to be, but it's not that bad. You just need something like that. Something like that. You're gonna break it, you're gonna buy it. You're gonna break it, you're gonna buy it. You're gonna give him one of those, you're gonna give him one of those. You're gonna cover up your garbage hole like a fool. But then you're gonna open it up, and you were just doing it to trick him. Just to trick him. And all of a sudden, the whole plan falls into place. No long pieces, you gotta send it. Just a modest degree of spice. This is not an abnormal amount of spice. You give him one of these. Give him one of these. Give him one of these. We need to go back on KOs. There's no way we're killing that badge lord with like 0%. We gotta recycle that garbage. 2 Trico. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Much appreciated. My performance here is dedicated to you and those gift subs. So you might think that's a good thing. Most of the time it means that you're probably going to be painted as a scapegoat. I'm just letting you know, out of respect, that it's gonna happen. Potentially. But not if we're about to kill this badge lord, brother. Please? Thank you. Get him. Do it, etc., etc. Thank you! We're in. We have a chance now. Not a particularly strong chance, but a chance. Need that long piece? Desperately? That had to happen. That didn't hurt either, to be honest with you. I think you gotta make a better well. Okay, we got many people on us. This is a do or die sort of moment. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Still you gotta chop wood. Please. Please. You motherfuckers. You came at me. 25 dudes all carrying knives in a phone booth. Actually had to break a sweat on that one. Crack Dota, thank you for the gift subs as well. 2 Trico! Cheers to 2 Trico and their gift subs. And also Crack Dota, thank you. That was a much harder win than. There's 2 King Tendos in the. No, sorry, there's Ruatendo and King Tendo. That That was a much harder win than the first one. That was rough. There's a Wyatt. Wyatt Earp! Oh. Shake out the hands a little bit. I've been prohibited from using my my grip trainer because my forearms feel like they have, and this is gonna sound ridiculous. My forearms feel like they have shin splints in them. I think I've been using the gripper a little bit too much. But still, you just gotta, you shake it out a little bit, go, yeah! 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 Oh, bottles. Thank you as well. Yeah. Put that cookie down, yeah. Get to the chopper, etc. Yeah, that's, hold on, okay, I can feel the win hangover. But we can work against. You know what? This is how you work against the win hangover right here. Do something like that. Recognize that by building your tower like an idiot, you are going to cultivate a little bit of aggression, but aggression's not a bad thing in Tetris. It just has to be used appropriately. Case in point. It's a pretty good series of options for us here. How do you like to do this one? That's a good question. This is an important moment. I think we gotta get 3 high and then bust it down. So I think that's a very sensible approach that was taken there. Thank you, me. This one will be a 2 high and break. You know, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, you know what I mean? This one we got no choice. If we want to maintain solid structures, we're going to have to build just a little bit on top of the garbage hole, and all of a sudden, we out. Nobody's really feeling the heat, though. Put me back. Dude, you know, that last win, okay, sure. That was a huge one for a variety of different reasons. One of which, without a doubt, was the fact that we had like no badges heading into the top 20. So to get out of that, it's good. It's a little like, you know, we gotta go. I would love to have been a little more aggressive there, but the time was not correct. Oh, we might get a badge here if we get a big send. No, somebody else got it. That's okay. Little things you start to notice, you know? You first start playing Tetris 99, just stacking lines. You play Tetris 99 a little bit longer, start to get some confidence. Gives you the space in your game to notice things that you previously might not have noticed. The intricacies that you control that can separate a win from oblivion. Okay. That's a bit of a yikes one. Not as yikes as that was, brother. Okay. We can live with this. That was a multi-step out. Took us a bit to get there. Very happy we did. He wants to go. He wants to go. He doesn't want to live on this planet anymore. Look at all those badges. What's the point? You could just queue up and have a beautiful, beautiful game of Tetris 99. You don't... Just let it go. The badges... I want them. It's not worth it, dude. This... You got infinity games of Tetris. Why get so attached to the one you're on right now? I've been there. I know how it feels to want the dub so badly. You can taste it. But the sweet seduction of oblivion, It's got a lot to like. I'll do it. Just give me the long piece. That's ah! It's okay. Sorry, I got a little scared there. That was fear that you I'm not proud of it, but it's a real genuine emotion. Does come to pass now and then. And now it has passed. Bit spiced. No longer spiced. This is a great setup. Two attackers that aren't gonna know what's about to hit them. Pretty solid combo send. Just go. You got enough heat on you. You can afford to just send some big sends in this situation. You know what? We can't afford for a bunch of garbage to come down on us. Gotta keep pretty steady here. And I mean, I'm not in radio silence, but I'm well past the point of saying anything of merit. So, you know, the Badge Lord wants to go. Who am I to stop him from accomplishing his aim? Radio silence. No. Need a long piece, please? No long piece is coming? We'll live with it. Wrong move. It snapped. It snapped into place. Oh, I thought it was in. Don't send me yet. Don't send me yet. That's gonna do it. If it just got into that hole, we would have had him, I think. If it had just gone into the hole, we would have had him. Dude, nothing tilts me more than seeing people say Dan strats when it's not Dan strats. Dan strat is spinning a square piece in the rare air because he's in a bad situation. Trying to get a long piece into a long hole, that's just strategy. That's, if anything, it just makes me upset because it shows me how easy it should be to still get wins in Tetris, because apparently the average person in the community doesn't understand the difference between strategy and chaos. There's a huge difference. So, you know, all you've done is make me believe I could have won that last one because I was playing against y'all. There's a difference between flitting a piece back and forth for no reason and trying to put a piece in the place that it wants to go. But it's resisting a little bit. You got to give it a little bit more elbow grease. Either way, though, I'm not going to let it get me down. The path of the righteous is beset on all sides by something. It's been a while since I've seen Pulp Fiction. I mean, this is okay. Like, I'm appreciating the amount of aggression we've got. I was hoping if I just stalled a little bit, I might be able to convince, like, even more people to jump on. They're very hesitant, though. We're going to have to give them a little push. Oh, wow, that's spicy. What is that, a line? That's a tough one. Alright. You still hanging tough? I'm proud of you. I am. I'm not ashamed to say it. There's the heat. A wry smile crossed his face. For he knew in that moment he had them. Oh, that's the ticket. Oh, that's the ticket. One of those. One of these, yeah, you build on top of the garbage hole. You know why? We don't need it. Okay, we're starting to need it. Really use that one right there. Thank you. Don't see the right piece coming anytime soon. So we're going to have to take the right now piece instead. More. Not ready to go yet. Not ready to go yet. Come on. It's tempting, right? Like, I had a feeling. Who wants to win this stinky game of Tetris anyway? It's not even worth it, dude. Just let him eat you. Obviously, he wants it more. Go back to Fortnite, brother. Tetris is a game for adults with acumen, whose entire self-worth and self-esteem are wrapped up in getting a dub. You can't relate to that sort of existential N-way? Go home, brother. There's no shame in it. Well, depends who you ask. Oh, don't hurt him. Come on. Come on. Now I'm getting upset. Now I'm like, I hit you with an in vivo T-spin. A T-spin that didn't inhibit our growth. I see somebody out there's got Joy-Con drift. Can we get an F in chat for the Joy-Con drifter? I've lived that life. I understand it's hard. That's why we give our Fs today. Good. Good. This is a very bad and ill-timed assortment of pieces. Please, no more, sir. I'm sorry, I apologize for my earlier bravado. I may have acted rashly. Yeah, that's fair. I got another one or two in me here. Why does NL say y'all? It's an affectation to make me more palatable to an American audience across multiple different regions, demographics, ages, religions, income brackets, political spectrum, favorite food, favorite Beatle, etc., etc. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say, but now I have to say what I was going to say, because if I didn't say it, you're going to be like, what is he talking about? What I was going to say is I am stoked. I've been in a real Tetris 99 slump. You'll hear me talk about it in many weeks when the videos that are contemporaneous with this recording right here start to come out. To get the dubs we got today feels very nice, because the dubs have not been coming easy. So I'm very happy with where we're at, but I also don't want to settle, you know, for just getting a couple wins. You know, if we could, I'm happy. Oh, okay, this one is probably a yeetable offense. Yeah, that was just bad placement for many reasons in a row. But to get 2 wins in this hour, especially, I'm telling you, the Tetris community's been hot. This feels very good. I have seen Ring Fit Adventure. Kate bought it for me. She says she wants to see me play it on stream. So, you know, it may indeed happen. The camera is not really set up for it, but maybe in the new office we can get it set up a little better. What was I going to say? I forgot. Oh, I saw someone said Dan has quit regular Tetris streams. I hope that's not true. Kate and I both have noticed. I'd be remiss if I said we hadn't noticed that he hasn't uploaded Tetris in a few days. But, you know, I have faith he'll come back. You know, it's not... When you're in the groove in Tetris, all you want to play is Tetris. When you're out of the groove in Tetris, it's a cruel mistress, brother. Nothing makes me happier in this game than seeing a lot of people say F and then just be wrong. It's a beautiful thing. Maybe it's so beautiful for me because it never happens in other battle royales. I can't get to this level of righteous indignation in any other battle royale. Every other battle royale, when people are like F, I'm like, yeah, F. Oh, surprise, surprise, I died. What, do you want a trophy for predicting I died in PUBG? Don't answer that, millennials. I already know the answer. But in this, thought I was what, dead? Like my partner you just yeeted off the cliff, etc., etc. We don't need to sustain the aggression yet. We don't need to knock anybody out here. We can just compromise their will to exist and then work from there. It's a very Machiavellian game, Tetris 99. It's deceptively devious, Seymour. A lot of people think there's no mind games in Tetris 99. It's not the case. There are mind games in Tetris 99. There's bluffing. Sometimes you can send somebody enough garbage that they're like, I might as well give up. I know because I've been that guy. I've been the guy who gives up. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's the honest to goodness truth. We practice radical honesty here. I want him. don't think I'm gonna get him though. You're absolutely right. Brack the man with the most coveted badge in Twitch history. Number one rule of Tetris 99, never give up. Sometimes, you know, oftentimes, you're still gonna lose in spite of not giving up. But you're never gonna get further ahead by giving up. It's always a losing move. The only thing you can save is your energy. Which should not be in limited supply. Not at your age, anyway. Okay. No attackers. No attackers, no KOs. If that doesn't tell you that the Tetris 99 community's been a little hotter recently, I don't know what will. I'm not normally a zero attacker sort of guy. I'm normally a... or zero KO sort of guy, I should say. I'm normally a, you know, get wiped out instantaneously. Or pick up, you know, like 3 or 4 kills in the first 40 people. It's the way I like to live my life. We don't, like, I know you might want to, but we don't have to speak about that piece placement. But again, number one rule of Tetris, don't give up, forehead. Like, look at that. Oh, send them. We need badges. Oh, come on. Now that I look at it, I actually completely understand that he got himself out of that. It was not really that big of a situation, but at the same time, I'd be lying if I said I weren't upset. Can somebody please waste, like, all of your energy? That's it. That's our guy. That's our guy. He's now at peak garbage. Save up and get him again. Save up. Somebody else got him. Ruthless. It's a ruthless game. No. You gotta do it like this. That's... oh my god. The fact that I actually saw that line. Not common. Not common at all. You only need 1 KO to win? Ain't that the truth, brother? I mean, it's also kind of a misrepresentation of the game theory involved in Tetris 99. I mean, personally, I think this is one of the games where, you know, from a Battle Royale context, you know, wins give you the most advantage in this compared to any other Battle Royale I've ever played. But on a spiritual level, hell yeah, brother. You only need 1 kill to win. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Did you have to do it? Well, that's what's gonna haunt you. From now till the end of freaking days. That one, chalk that one up as being a little reckless. The recklessness only burns when it doesn't work. When it works, we just call it the way. Oh, that was like a millisecond away from getting potted. Those are the kind of ones you like to get back. But if you don't have heat on you, nothing to fear. Not even fear itself. What are these pieces? What are the pieces? Please, sir, I require functional pieces. All a man could ever want is functional pieces. Radio silence, by the way. What am I doing talking up a storm in peak radio silence territory? Very foolish. My T-spin. No fear. That's your T-spin. Whose T-spin is it? It was my T-spin. Everybody? Sure. Everybody. Remember where it went wrong for everybody else in the game. 3 or 4 people coming at you, not that big of a deal. 10 people coming at you, that's 11 people coming back. That's 11 people coming back. Oh, after playing. Thank you. Well, I mean, after that, we gotta do one more. It's Frag Law, dude. This feels so good. You have no idea how many losses I have in the past, I don't know, 100 matches. If you discount today, I'm pretty sure that I was at like 98 losses, 2 wins. Today, we're like, yo, Wolf, thank you for the gifted subs. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Much appreciated. It's been a good day at Tetris. That's all. And it's a good day to have a good day at Tetris, because I gotta tell you, I hit a little bit of malaise, and the malaise is now disappeared. All that's left is enthusiasm. Blue piece first. Doesn't matter. You're gonna have to bleed him. Okay. All right. It's good. It's a good thing. It's good stuff. Can I get 2 long pieces? Could I get a second long piece? No second long piece. Okay, that's fine. You reap what you sow. You get what you freaking deserve. You still practicing T-spins? Not really. Honestly, it took a long time come to this realization, but I think I genuinely came to believe that practicing T-spins and putting way too much emphasis on them was actually hurting me in Tetris 99, and I recognize completely the T-spin's ability and the fact that mathematically it does send as much garbage as a full Tetris. I can't deny that. It's empirical. However, After a couple of weeks of trying both, I gotta tell you, the classic NL one tile wide well strategy, that guy might just go. It's what I need. It's my strategy. It works for me. I honestly think, like, you know, if you're gonna go pro in Tetris 99, you might have to compromise your beliefs and sell out in order to hit that level. You might have to become a T-spin Terry. But I think there's still way more room for improvement. For us, without worrying about T-spins. You know, I think there's still a lot of things I could do unrelated to T-spins. And I saw someone say, aren't you describing stagnation? You guys have to recognize that your English teachers throughout your education have betrayed you, and you're going up against a conversational master here. I'm not going to let you get away with saying stuff like that. How can you describe it as stagnation? We got like a 25% win rate in a game where there's 100 people against us every single time. That's not stagnation, that's exhilaration. Stagnation does sound like a terrible podcast as well. You're not wrong. I don't even want to describe what it's about, but in my head, it is definitely a bunch of very, very tiny dudes talking about testosterone. Look, if you're mad, be mad. That is the way that it appeared to me in my head, and as such, it is canonically what that podcast is about now. Just like with comically high voices as well is another very important part. We should just send it. Like, don't be a fool. I see some badges coming my way too. Yeah, by the way, photosensitivity warning. If you are sensitive to photos, please be careful. This might not be the ideal stream for you right now. Also, we're saying a lot of stuff. We're talking up a freaking storm. I'm ready for another send. Like, this is pretty good, but pretty good doesn't win you a game of Tetris 99. Except all those times that it has. When I see a little line, or a little silhouette of a line, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? I know that somebody's about to go. Because you don't send little lines if you're in a place of confidence in Tetris. Little unorthodox. To say the least. No, that's bad. That was not smart. Save your Fs. You're okay, just get it in. Doesn't always have to be pretty. Okay. What are you doing? Great question. No, all we needed was to get to the orange or the line and we would have had him. Couple bad placements. I'll give you one more and then play Apex. That hurt. That hurt. We could have had that one. Justin's Twitter, Monka S. Okay, twitter.com/HCJustin with 2 N's. Oh my god. This house is in a real nice, fucked up part of town and the fridge is covered in beans. It rocks. The toilet has shit on it. It's incredible. Did you guys see the tweet today from the young lady who read a spoiler about the Joker movie? I want to be clear that this is not a real spoiler. That's kind of the joke. Where she thought that there was a scene in the movie where the Joker ate beans in a movie theater and people made fun of him, and that's why he became the Joker. It's a very, very strong tweet. It's a lot of heat early. Like, I'm not mad. I'm just like, I'm mad because you're going to come to my chat after I destroy you. And you're going to be like, how did you do that? That's not fair. And I'm going to be like, well, you targeted me, you son of a gun. It's a whole thing. I just don't want you to whine about it. See, like, now it's open, and you're like, how could he possibly... I don't understand how he could get that open, and then how did he send me so many lines so quickly, and why does my toilet have shit on it? Etc. Just, like, relax, okay? Stop and smell the roses. Nobody ever talks to each other anymore. We're all just living in our phones. Sad. Send them. All joking aside, this is a hard run right here. They don't want you to win. DJ Khaled, wrong about a great many things, but he is right occasionally. They don't want you to win. They don't want you to get healthy. I haven't figured out why yet. Maybe it's because it's a zero-sum game and only one person can actually take the crown in Tetris 99. Maybe it's not actually that, you know, anybody has a particular slight on you. More just the mechanics of the game not working out in your favor. Nah, it's a personal grudge. Now it is, at least. Can I have a long piece, please? A piece of the long variety. I need many more long pieces, please. You thought this was over? It is not over. We're going to temporarily... That's called a temporary scaffold. A lot of people in the world of Tetris 99 are against it, and with good reason. It's a very dangerous tool, applied poorly. Like any tool, applied well, it can release one album every 75 years. Don't forget that. Oh, you like that one, huh? All right. Put that in my joke notebook. Tool jokes are hot right now. More tool jokes. Ooh, that's the garbage hole. You should not be building structures of that nature on top of that beautiful piece of machinery right there. That's not going to be a problem at all, actually. Not going to be a problem at all. You know what? If nothing else, and I mean, it shouldn't be nothing else. This is a really good performance today. Give me those badges, please. Give me the badges. Thank you. Thank you. I hope that maybe Dan, doing his other miscellaneous work today before Unity, got a chance to catch a little bit of today's stream. And obviously no promises, but maybe it got him a little stoked. Maybe he said to himself, you know what? The Tetris 99 itch has returned. I'm not saying I saved Tetris. I'm saying maybe I saved Tetris. Maybe I saved Tetris. That you don't want that there, but you gotta live. Thought it was what, dead? You can do it. That was a hard one. We got in there, though. We got in there. All right. Yeah, what you think? I sold them all? Oh, God. Justin tweeted again. HC Justin. I want to post a photo, but it's way too bad for Twitter. Just imagine the entire bowl is brown and you're there. Seat, lid, all of it. Lid? Thank you, Brack. It was a good Tetris day. I'm going to run some advertisements, and I will play some Apex Legends. It was a very good Tetris day, though. Like, hear me out here, okay? Bowl? Sure. Like, there being shit in the bowl is bad. Don't get me wrong. You should flush. Seat? Come on. That's a little much, obviously. But you can splash, or like, maybe someone stood up, they didn't realize they weren't